Hey guys, welcome to Story Time, part 19, when I was a correction officer down DC jail in Lorton. Let's get into it. Okay, so this story time is about when I was working down Lorton and I was literally standing and talking to an inmate who was in jail for killing. The man had a fetish for women uniforms. I'm standing there and I'm talking to him. He was a very nice gentleman. He very respectful and everything like that. And I was out there on the rec yard. And when you're on the rec yard, you're like, as an officer, it's other officers out there as well. And back down in Lorton, you have several officers on the rec yard because, you walking around doing the premises and making sure everything is good and everything like that. So, when I stopped, I was just, standing there and just looking around and observing. And the inmate walked over to me. Oh, my God. So when he walked over to me, he just talking. And, he was real nice, guys. Like, he was super nice. So I'm thinking, like, and I'm just talking, shooting the bobo with him, not knowing that the man was a killer and that he had a thing for killing women in uniform. But so I'm standing there and I'm talking to him and everything like that. And I saw him, like, looking at me. Like he was like, how a person look at you, but they looking at you from head to toe. He was doing like that, just like looking, just observing me real good and everything like that. So what happened was one of the officers, they were looking over and they was just like watching me to make sure I was okay. So then one of the officers just walked over and said, Officer Whoop-de-Whoop, can I talk to you for a minute? And I was like, yeah, okay. You can talk to me. So they pulled me to the side. I walked away from the inmate and I was talking to the officer. And the officer was like, girl, that man, you stay the fuck away from him. He's a woman killer. He likes to kill women. And especially women in uniform. Yeah, stay away from him. Don't go nowhere near him. That dude there is dangerous. Very dangerous. And yeah, so you just never know who you're in a prison and you're dealing with inmates and all types of inmates and everything like that. But that right there could have went bad for me because I didn't know that he was in there for that. And I'm just shooting the bobo with him, just having real good general conversation. And then, and the thing about it is, the man, I remember him just like as if he was standing in front of me. He was a tall gentleman, maybe like 6'1", long dreads down his back. And there were long dreads down his back and he had them tied in the back. And but again, he just seemed so normal and so cool, like regular. So I didn't think anything of it. But with that being said, it was good looking out for the officer who, was looking out for me at that time because anything could have transpired. Because they said back in the day in Lorton, things used to happen to officers. So, yeah, but we'll get into that too. Stay tuned for Storytime Part 20.